Good evening. Good evening. I had trouble getting on the internet today. Didn't want me to come on for some reason. But welcome to you, especially. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Let's have some coffee. Thank you for joining me this evening. Good evening, John. John's on. Thank you so much for coming along today. So I'm going to head over to the comments. Bum, bum, bum. Let's have a look. Go into the comments, and I have replied to quite a few this week. John, good evening. Oh yeah, enjoyed this so much. Had to watch a second time. I love Vampire vs. Werewolf stories, but with a twist. Vampire vs. Werewolf with a twist, because he's lost his vampire powers, but it was still good. Brilliant installment. Keep them coming, please. Jeanette, of course, Jeanette, he will keep them coming. In fact, I literally just finished the next trial, writing the next trial. And I have a bonus in there as well. We're playing around with something. So we're going to get to enjoy that. Well, a couple of days it'll be done. The devious game they play are intoxicating. Crimson Dawn. My goodness, my friend. Thank you for watching that. That's so good. So good. I truly enjoyed making that, I must admit. I can't get enough. Yes. Crimson Dawn Season 2. You're in for a treat. In for a treat. Season 2 was, I think, the best season. I think, because we introduced Elder and Serana. So that was a good season. With a good part with Season 2. Well said. Thank you. Who's that? Paul Garand. Thank you, my friend. The movies of this were good. Oh, thank you, my friend, again. Paul again, they're both evil. Why werewolf fighting vampires? Maybe they just don't get on. I don't know. Malcolm. Really good. Thank you, my friend. Roy. What a way to end the episode. Thank you. Another job well done. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Well worth my time. Crimson Dawn, episode 1 to 10, 5 hours of intense storytelling. I'm glad you liked it, my friend. Thank you for watching. Jeanette, yay. Jackie Bland, thank you for great stories. Thank you, Jackie. Appreciate that. Lycan Throat Gaming would easily decimate a horde of zombies. Yeah. Some of your best graphics to date and cool story from Reinhard. Thank you, my friend. Nothing like an age-old story of vampire versus werewolf. I love it. You make my weekend, Professor. Your brilliance of storytelling knows no bounds, my friend. Well done. Thomas Waters, thank you. Appreciate that. AV Melodor again. Donovan. Oh, Donovan, he was such a douche. Such a douchebag, yes. And there is people like him in real life. I totally agree with that. Next 5 hours. So long. Can you believe there's a 5-hour video of Crimson Dawn? Well, put them all together, it's like nearly 20 hours of Crimson Dawn. My goodness. I actually thought you looked like scimitars. Nice. The answer is don't turn on the radio. Oh, that was from them. Don't look in the mirror. Stay away from weird people. I totally agree. John Waters. Thomas Waters. Very cool video. Yeah, thank you, my friend. All right, let's jump back over. Stop sharing. Had my amazing creature from the Black Lagoon t-shirt on. Sonam, Yeti or Lycan? In a fight, you mean? Who would win? Who's the most handsome? I don't know. Who would win in a fight? Yeti. I like to think that when you think of Yeti, I like the Yeti from the Peter Cushing film, The Abominable Snowman, and they're like this ancient race, aren't they? They're like super intelligent, and that's why they hide from man, because they don't want to share their knowledge, because man wouldn't understand the knowledge of the Yeti, which is why they hide in the Himalayas, in the mountains, and they don't want to be found. They don't go looking for them because they don't want to be found. So I like to think of them not as like evil, but more intellectual, too far advanced for man just yet. Maybe they're waiting for man to catch up so that they can share their knowledge with them. Who knows? But I know Peter Cushing went up there to try and find out, and it didn't end well. And if you haven't seen The Abominable Snowman by Hammer Films, you really should. Who else? Forrest Tucker as well. Forrest Tucker's in there. It's a great movie, really good. And you get to see the Yeti at the end. As all the old movies, you don't really see the monster until the end. You get to see the Yeti at the end. It's actually really, really good. I have a place in my heart for that movie. But thank you for the question. Hey, friend, I'm excited. Nice. Yeah, so literally just before I came on here, I was finishing up the last chapter of Eldridge's trial number 5. And what I've done something a little bit different as well in this one, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. I've done like a little segment in the middle of it to try and make a little bit of a movie in the middle. Hope it works out. Make sure you like and subscribe as you enter the live stream. Yes, please do subscribe. I've actually had a good pickup this week, been not too bad, and I feel it's from the story I did of Eldridge's trial number 4. I feel that sort of resonated with a lot of people, picking up quite well. So yeah, thank you if you're new to the channel and you subscribed already. Thank you so much. If you haven't, you're just watching this on the off chance, who is this strange person showing up live on my YouTube channel? And please, if you enjoy my stories, give me a subscribe. If you don't like them, no problem. But if you do enjoy them, then please give me a subscribe, give me a like, give me a message in the video. Everything helps. Everything helps to keep these stories coming. If you enjoy the stories, then don't forget to like and put your message in the video, the story, to keep them alive. Because I want to keep creating as much as I can just for you. But yeah, let me know that I'm doing what you're looking for. Great. Let's move on. So it's Sunday. It's 12 minutes past 7 p.m. here in the United Kingdom, in England, in East Anglia, Norfolk. And I am the professor, and I am with you on this evening to talk about all things shadowy, which is basically about the channel, what's coming up, what am I doing, have I got any recommendations for you, and of course, don't forget probably the most important topic of these chats. Has anyone had their Burger King this evening? Serious face. Okay. My goodness. I'm in one of those moods. I'm happy because I just finished the final part. No Burger King for Shelley. Who has seen the movie The Creature from the Black Lagoon? One of my absolute, I believe, taking the Wolfman out of the equation, of all the original Universal movies, The Creature from the Black Lagoon is the most unique. I believe one of the best. I believe that. Because of the underwater scenes, the creature is completely different to anything else. It's not a vampire, it's not a werewolf, it's not a ghost or an undead thing or a thing stitched together. It's a unique Creature. And they made three movies. Creature from Black Lagoon, what was it? The Return of the Creature, was it? And The Creature Walks Among Us. And one of them, I'm not sure which one it was. Did one of them have Clint Eastwood in? I'm sure it did. One of them had Clint Eastwood in. I can't remember which one it was. He was like a doctor or something. So I like this movie a lot. I like it. I have it in 3D, which is, I love the 3D effect. I have a big 3D. This TV here is 3D. You can play 3D movies, and they should stop making them now. So most TVs you get, you can't play all the 3D movies if you have any, unless you have one of these already. They probably don't make them anymore, so you're going to struggle to watch them. Or if you do get one, it's probably unique and it's going to cost you lots of pennies. But the 3D of Creature from Black Lagoon, I feel, is one of the best. There's one part, and there's one part in it in the 3D version, and it's just in the very beginning, and they're digging out like the mud, and there's this claw like this coming out of the screen. It doesn't look like anything like my hand, but it's like a claw coming out of the screen, and it's like sticking right out. It's like, whoa, this is amazing, so good. Oh, I do love the 3D movies so much, especially the old black and white ones. This one, Creature from Black Lagoon, and the other one I really love, It Came from Outer Space in 3D. My God, so good, so good. There's a bit where you're looking up at the mountain and all these rocks are falling down, and it's just like all coming down on you. And my goodness, it's so good. I'm going to have to watch one. I'm going to have to watch one later, I think. I'm so excited to watch this now. I finished the final chapter, finished writing the final chapter of Eldridge's fifth trial. And oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so good. I'm so excited to listen to it back. So I'm going to record it maybe tomorrow, then listen to it to make sure it's okay, and then I'll edit it. Okay, good. Sorry. Speaking very fast today. That's an old lady. Who's an old lady? Yeah. Good day, Professor. Yes, it was a classic movie. James. Yes, welcome, James. So, Revenge of the Creature, I think. One with Clint Eastwood. Yes. Yeah, but Clint Eastwood is so good. So good. I have them all. I have them all, of course. Not on Blu-ray, on DVD. I have them on DVD. Although I have Creature from Black Lagoon on Blu-ray, because that's the only way you can get 3D on Blu-ray. I don't believe you can get it on DVD. Yes. 3D is so amazing. So amazing. Have some other movies in 3D as well. Just love that time, that era of the 3D movie when they're trying to put horror and 3D together. It was so good. Such a great time. Not that I was alive then, but it's nice to see what they were doing. Yes, so Creature from Black Lagoon. And like I was saying, what a unique creature. What a unique creature. It's not a vampire or anything like that. So it's like it's like nothing, is it? Like nothing you've ever seen. It's like this underwater creature from the Amazon. Look at this. What did I watch? What did I watch the other week? There's a new show called Creep Show. It's a new Creep Show in color, and all the creep shows are in color. But it's new on Netflix, I believe. And in it, they return to the lake of the Creature from Black Lagoon. So good, yes. Oh, okay, right. John, I'm going to note down that Clint Eastwood movie so I can watch it later. Yes, Sonam believes it's Revenge of the Creature. Okay, I think it is. I don't think it's Creature Walks Among Us. Revenge of the Creature. Just looking for you. Does it have Clint Eastwood? Say cast. What Clint Eastwood? Revenge of the Creature. It says Revenge of the Creature, but it's not giving me him. Ah, Clint Eastwood in Revenge of the Creature. Yes, so you're right. It was Revenge of the Creature. I wonder if it's on YouTube. Let's have a look. Revenge. Because a lot of them now are in the public domain. A lot of them are in the public domain. Which means they can put them on YouTube for free. Oh. Let me just go over here. Lenora Wilson. Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Looks like you've got to buy or rent it on YouTube, which is Revenge of the Creature. So unfortunately, I don't believe you can watch it. Good evening, Professor Shadow. I hope you are doing well. From Tubby. I'm doing very well. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're just looking to see if we can get Revenge of the Creature on YouTube. But no, you're going to have to, you can rent it. You can buy or rent it. You can't watch it in the public domain, unfortunately. What a shame. Where do you watch Creature from about that? I mean, they should be old enough now to be in the public domain. Nope. Nope. You must have to, yeah, you got to rent that one as well. Okay, good. So you can't watch it on YouTube. But what about that music? Okay, I don't think I can. I'm not going to be allowed to play it, share it with you. I wonder if get the music. What's that music that happens when you see every all the way through the film, isn't it? Trying to find it. Yeah, it's just that same thing, isn't it? Over and over every time you see the creature. So good. Yeah, such a great movie. So great. My God, you just can't beat these movies. You can't beat them. So I haven't actually been watching movies this week. I've been watching like lots of the William Shatner paranormal things. I've been watching those this week. So I haven't actually watched. I haven't had time to sit down and put a full-blown movie on this week. But I have been watching the William Shatner series with where he goes through the paranormal things. So that was quite interesting. Well worth a watch. And I watched something else with some other guy going through paranormal, and one was about these ghosts caught on camera. It was quite interesting. So they're quite interesting to watch. So don't forget, what did I do this week? What did I even do this week? I don't know. This week. Let's share this real quick. I'm going to share this with you real quick. Here we are. Hello, Professor Shadow channel. And of course, I put this out 1 day ago. This was good. I really enjoyed this one. My goodness, if you haven't watched this, straight after this call, jump on and watch it. So good. So good. I put this little I was playing around with some graphics and created this little trailer and song and tune. To go and listen to this tune, I thought it was so good. It's like I tried to do like an older like 70s horror tune, and it came out really well, I think. So yeah, that was good. And 5 days, so since last week, I also put this where we had Eldridge. I spoke about it last week. I was super excited to do it. I wanted to do something different. Hopefully you've watched this already. If you haven't, what were you playing at? You should be there watching these stories. And what did I do different about this one? The wood splintering like brittle bone. The beast stepped inside. All in like old style. So good. Love the atmosphere of it. Trial of the Beast.
A beast among men.
The Beast.
Eldritch Step.
Yes. Good storytelling, whoever that is. Well done. Yeah, look at these images though. These are so good. I was so happy with these. That dark black and white atmosphere, and then but whenever the crimson tear went, you saw a little bit of a red glow. Oh, I liked it. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, good. And yes, you have to. There was a good twist in that. There was a good twist in that story. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It was a great twist. In the end, you're like, of course. He's not the only one on the trials. There are others, which is great. So we are drawing, actually, quite close to finishing this Eldritch saga, which would be a shame. I'm going to be really upset to finish with the Eldritch saga, because it literally has, because I know what happens in the next one. You guys don't, but I do. I know what's happening in the next one. I've got to read it, listen to it, and then edit it, and then it'll be ready. But it's pretty much done. Just got to edit it. So I know what's happening is trial number 5. So therefore, we've only got 2 more trials. I also know what's happening in trial number 6, and then the finale of number 7 to end the trials of Eldritch. That's going to be sad, because I've truly enjoyed working with Eldritch and all the trials he's had to overcome. And it's also helped me so much to get inside and think, how can I create a man that can defeat the most powerful supernaturals with nothing but his wits and his mind and his knowledge? How can he do that? How would I do it? What would I do? What would you do? How many of you could defeat, if you were thrown into a realm where there was just you had nothing in your hands or anything, and you were facing a powerful alpha werewolf? What would you do? You just give in. Well, you look across, you've got to reach something over there, and in your way is an army of undead warriors. And you have nothing. You pick a stick up and it breaks because it's so dead. How would you do it? What would you do? And I'd liked the thing with Eldritch, the Eldritch Tales, Trials of Eldritch. I really liked it because it's almost showing, even in the face of hopelessness and almost certain defeat, if you have hope, if you can stand up and try as hard as you can and not quit, there's a possibility that you can win. That's what I really like about doing these stories. And it's going to be sad to finish them. And like I say, I really only have 2 to write, 2 to go, and I'm pretty much done. And where will we go then? Who knows? Where will we go after the Eldritch trials? Where do we go? What do we do next? What do we do next once Eldritch is done? But I already have the final episode. I know exactly what's happening. I haven't wrote it yet, but the whole time I've been thinking of, since day 1 of episode 1 of the Eldritch trial, I've been thinking of this ending, and it's going to be so epic. So I'm looking forward to getting to the end so I can finish this and finish this epic ending, which is going to blow your mind, by the way. It's going to blow your mind. You're going to be thinking about it for days. And then also going to be sad because that's the trial was done. You can't just keep doing them. I suppose you could have 20 trials, but then we'd get pretty fed up with it. So we have not got that many to do. And then, well, I haven't even thought about what I'm doing next. I haven't even thought about it. What am I going to do next? After Eldritch, I don't know where to go just yet, because my mind is focused on these trials. And when that's done, my mind will open up to create the next set of stories for you. What would you want to see after Eldritch? I mean, how do you follow that up? So we created a saga, 10 parts, where one of our favorite protagonist vampires or elders are killed, sacrificing themselves. But like everything here on the Professor Shadow channel, there's a twist. And this was really original. What happens to them? What happens to the vampire's soul, if you like, if they have one? What happens to their essence, their consciousness when they're dead? Does it just go, or do they go somewhere? And that's what happened in the Eldritch 1, 2, and 3, as they found out that they were under the loan of power by Nocturna. And when they're done, when their time's done, it's time to repay Nocturna for the power he gave them, which I thought was really original. So, and then Eldritch, of course, wants to come back, and he goes on trials. And then we have trials of Eldritch facing supernatural beings as a man. Amazing. You know how I got that? How did I come to the idea that he needs to be a man to face him? And if you look at the stories, if you've seen the I can't say this one I've just done, so obviously the werewolf one, the black and white one, the Battle for London. That's like the older horror movies, isn't it? You got the protagonist, the man, the hero, and then the beast, and he has to hunt down the beast. But he's just a man. In the old films, they were just men, weren't they? They weren't superheroes. They weren't, I don't know, robots or anything like that. They were just men. But they had the bravery, the courage to see through the trial and dispose of the beast or the monster or the evil, just as men. Not gods, not warriors, not supernatural powers, just man. And they succeeded. And this was how I got the idea. I thought of all them old great movies where the hero was just a man. For example, Peter Cushing is just a man. He's just a man. But he was able to kill Count Dracula as Van Helsing. He was able to dispatch werewolves as a man. Daisy, maybe I should watch the Eldritch Saga you're talking about. Maybe. And then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it's probably just like gibberish. What is this guy talking about? Talking about this character called Eldritch, and he's going against a werewolf, and he's undead, and what is he talking about? That's it. So, but don't worry, Daisy, don't worry, because when I've done the whole thing, I'm going to put it all together in one, and you'll be able to sit down and watch the whole thing in one go. So you don't even have to worry about that. So let's see if we can get I don't know how long it'll be. It'll be quite long, but it'll be worth it. Yeah. So I like doing. I think it's like really good to do because it reach a lot of people when you put them all out in one go. Otherwise, it's sort of YouTube is so unorganized. It's so unorganized because you create something and it's just there. You can't put it in this location, that location. So if I do the big saga together, I can put it in one playlist with all the others. And you will get to watch it all in one go. Not that you'd probably sit there for 5 hours listening to it, but you'll know you can watch it and it'll catch up on the next one. Yes, the playlist. Yeah, there is a playlist for it already, but if you want to hang on, no problem. Let me show you. I normally when I create them, we go in playlists, and you'll see the Story of Eldritch. So there's the full playlist. Here they are in sequential order, so you get to watch them all. But when it's done, because it's a character, or character Winter's in it, so it's from like Crimson Dawn, it'll go in here, the chronological order of Crimson Dawn. It'll go in here wherever it fits. And so here you can see these are the full stories I've done. So Crimson Dawn is here, but there was things happening before Crimson Dawn, and so they're there. And then afterwards, what do we have? We have these that happened after. So that it will come here. So it will be in here, and then you can watch it all in one go. But look at these. Some of these are like 5 hours, 5.5 hours. My goodness. 1 hour, 3 hours, 2 hours. My goodness. This is so good. I look at this and I think, 1 hour, nearly 2 hours here, and 166,000 people have watched it. That's crazy. That's so crazy. I need to beat that. Shelley, I'm in pain. Oh, sorry to hear that, Shelley. I hope you're feeling much better. And hopefully the craziness of this call today is taking your mind off things. Hopefully. Yes, definitely head over, if you haven't watched it, watch the Eldritch Saga. Or just hang on until they're all done and it will all come out together anyway. And you can watch it at your leisure. Let me just shut this off here. Good. There you go. So where are we at? Okay, so here I'll be okay. Good, Shelley. I hope you are feeling so much better. Hope you're feeling so much better. You need to bring some of them vampire powers out to help you through. Or maybe it was that did it. I don't know, do you? But then now, knowing what we know now, who would still want those vampire powers, knowing that they do actually hold a cost or price? In order to wield the power of vampire or elder, then there's going to be a price. This weather needs to go away. Is it cold? Hot? What have we got? Here, I'm not too bad. I'm raining. It's raining here, but we're like, what are we? 10 degrees Celsius. Cold. I don't like the cold either. I don't like the cold. Looking forward to May when I can come over in the sun. I'm going to be over in Florida for a few weeks for some work and some leisure downtime. So I'll be speaking at an event over there. So. Should be interesting. It's warmer today. Let's see what 10 degrees is. I don't know what 10 degrees is in 10 Celsius in Fahrenheit. 50 Fahrenheit here. So we're not too bad. It's not too bad, I suppose. Can be so much better. But we're on the up. We was last week was like 1 degrees. So we're up this week. Next week's supposed to be not too bad either, so hopefully we're going to be quite warm. I don't like the cold. do you think makes a human valuable? What do you think makes a human valuable? It's valuable in, I suppose there's many terms, Phil, or many answers to such a question of what makes one valuable. Of course, I believe the most valuable thing we are, the most value we hold as humans, is to the ones that love us. Because no matter, you don't need to be powerful, rich, strong. Those around you that care for you hold you in the most value. I believe that no matter who they are, those around you. Me, for example, I have my family around me, and that's the most valuable thing I have. I have my friends, and you guys on here as well, and these are all valuable to me. It's how valuable I is. So that value, I believe that's what it is. I believe it doesn't matter the value you make in life, because life is too short, and we need to create value within our circle, within our family. Like nothing more than spending time with my family here, and that's amazing value for me. You just can't put a price on it. So what makes us valuable? Our connection to others, I believe, is the most valuable thing you have, because you can have all the money, all the wealth, but if you don't have the care and connection to those around you, you really don't have anything. That's my opinion. Of course, someone may differ or think differently, but I truly believe what is wealth? What is happiness without those around you to share in that happiness or share in wealth if you have it? And even if you don't have wealth. You don't need wealth for happiness. If you have the connection and love of those around you, then you already have everything you need. You already have it. The problem we have as humans is we don't understand our own value. I think that's the problem. We're often always chasing things, believing that when I get this, or when I see that, or when I meet this person, or I have this, or go there, I will be happy. And that's a problem, because what it's saying to yourself is what you have right now isn't enough. Because if you're always chasing more, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy if, what you're saying is that you're not happy now with what you have. So the real desire, the real question, or the real suggestion should be, I am happy with what I got, but I can always have more. And if I don't get it, it doesn't matter. And if I do, great, because I'm going to share it with those around me. Hopefully that makes sense. Because I often say this, which is why I write about vampires, why I write about so many things like this, is because life is so short. And for example, here we are today. Imagine, maybe it's you, maybe it's me, maybe it's the person next door that is chasing something. They're struggling. Their heart is set on getting this thing, a new house, a new relationship, more money in their bank, better clothes, a better TV to watch 3D movies on. I don't know what it is, but they're chasing and they don't feel happy right now. And to really put that in perspective, in 100 years' time from right now today, in this house, for example, where I am, there'll be someone else here. It won't be me. And they'll probably be chasing their own set of ideas. So just stop chasing stuff. I'll go for it, but it's not the means to the end of everything. I work hard. I work very hard. I work all the time because I like to do lots of things. I'm very passionate about what I do. But certain things, I think I failed in more things than succeeded But because I always think, well, I'm still got my health, I've still got the people around me that love me. Really, I've lost nothing because I still have that. So whatever I tried, business venture that failed, it failed, but I still had those around me that cared about me and connected with me. So therefore, I haven't lost anything. I've lost nothing. And like I say, in 100 years' time, I won't be sitting in this chair. I don't want to be sitting in this chair, so it's broken, but it's comfortable. But there'll be someone else sitting in this very room. There'll be someone else sitting, if this house even exists, there'll be someone else sitting in this room. They won't remember my name. Hopefully, I remember my channel on YouTube, but they won't remember who I was. And they won't care because they'll be too busy chasing their own things. Too busy chasing to live for today. Sermon over. Good. So what a question. Hopefully that answered your question and has put something. Okay, why not elaborate? Okay, you say, Professor, please elaborate. I can hear you. I can hear you saying that. Please tell me more. I'll tell you something else. That imagine yourself where you are right now on this speck of dirt and water floating around the cosmos. I don't know if you saw that picture of the Hubble telescope taking a picture of Earth from millions of miles away, and it's literally a speck. It's a speck in the universe, and around the universe, there's hundreds and thousands of planets all around. There's thousands more stars like our sun, which means there could be thousands more Earths like us. Thousands, millions, in fact, hundreds of billions. And we are so tiny and insignificant in comparison to the cosmos around us. We're just this little tiny speck of time and a little grain of sand. That's who we are. But yet we're worrying if, do I look good in this t-shirt? It makes you think. It truly makes you think. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I'm here for a blink of an eye. What do they say? The universe is 30 billion years old or something? I don't remember. But it's old. Billion. So what's a billion? A billion's a lot. Go to the corner and count to 100 and you'll come back. Go in the corner and count to 1 billion. You will not come back in your lifetime. You just won't come back. That's how big 1 billion is. And there's billions of stars around us. And we're on this one little insignificant planet. Like I like to say, we worry, do I look big in this t-shirt? There is nothing to worry about, friends. There is nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. Enjoy that which is around you. Enjoy creating, enjoy reading, like listening to music, listening to stories. Enjoy going into your own mind and fantasizing your own stories and what have you, because this is it. Okay, move on. Move on. One thing I did see is fans of Hammer Films that the Captain Kronos 4K box set is out. So if you are a fan of the Captain Kronos movie, which you should be, the 4K box set version is out. So I'm going to put my order in and I'm going to get it. Such an amazing film. Good memories of this film. And of course, I met the famous Caroline Munro recently, last year actually, who stars in that film. So that was great. Carla in the film, she is. That was good. So yes, I'm definitely going to be heading off and getting that 4K version of Captain Kronos, the Vampire Hunter. They should have continued that. They said they were thinking about doing a series after that of Captain Kronos going off and fighting different vampires and things like that. It would have been so good. So good. They didn't get around to do that. It's a shame. It's a shame. I got the idea when I did the Damien Knight series of fighting like a vampire with different powers and different abilities and different ways that they drain you. I got my idea from that originally. That was deep. Yes. Apologies. But sometimes we need this. Sometimes we need to have that little reality check of where we are on our journey. It's important. Give ourselves that kick up the butt that sometimes we need. Sometimes we need that. I hope that was helpful. But I truly believe that's going to be the last time someone asks me a question of what is our worth? If you were to summarize the Crimson Dawn in a few words or a phrase, what would it be? The Crimson Dawn in a few words or a phrase? Oh, goodness. I don't think it's possible. It's so big. It's so huge. But I would say I've got to think on this one. in a few words, my goodness. It's the supernatural world. So we do. So my original idea for creating this was rock, paper, scissors, which was what beats a vampire. In my mind, it was the werewolf. What beats a werewolf? In my mind, it was like an undead zombie, because the werewolf has to bite them, right? And if they've got this disease, the werewolf catches it. What beats a zombie? And then I was like, hang on, a vampire is also undead, but they are merged with shadow. So maybe they would be able to disrupt the undead somehow. So they all face off each other. So that was my idea for creating it. So the phrase is, obviously the rock, paper, scissors of the supernatural. And then we had the wild card, which was man, the intelligence of man, of Winter, a simple man that rewrote reality for the one he cared for. Because what is the point? What is the point of intelligence? What is the point of survival if you don't have those around you? And that's what Winter did. He had one person that he had to be around. It was Mara. And he would do anything. And that's what he did. He changed his own brain, the intelligence level of his own brain, in order to combat the rock, paper, scissors. So he added a new rock, paper, scissors, but it was a trump card. It defeated all three. And that was the trump card, was Winter, was intellect. I don't think I can put it in a phrase, a short phrase. But that was my idea for creating it. Rock, paper, scissors, trump card. And the reason he had the trump card was not for any other point that he did everything and he already thought ahead of everybody, because he knew that nothing meant anything without the person closest to him. which is literally what I said 5 or 10 minutes ago. Because after all, what does it matter to have everything you've ever wanted if you don't have the one you wanted to share it with? It's like the miser, isn't it? The miser sitting on a stack of money, laughing, counting his money, but he's got no love to share, no connection to share it. His love is chasing the money. It's the chase. Yeah. For a religious person, that one would be Jesus. There you go. Or God. Everyone can interpret it their own way. Or whoever you think. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, hopefully that answers the question, or as close as. Sorry, I can't put it in a single phrase or a few words. I don't believe I am a man of few words. I'm a man of many words. And Crimson Dawn was so complex. It was very complex. There's more to it than just the story of vampires, werewolves, and undead. And I didn't write it for the fact of vampires, werewolves, and undead. I wrote it for the rock, paper, scissors, and the trump card. That's what it was created for. The trump card. But then the ultimate twist was the trump card was a mere man. A man with a purpose. Which shows in the story that we can achieve anything, regardless of the outcome, regardless of the odds. We can achieve. And it's the same idea, really, principle behind the Eldritch Saga, is he's facing things of immense power with nothing but his own mind. Amazing. So good. Hopefully that was educational. Hopefully. So this is actually, maybe I'll change this from Sunday Night in Shadows to the Sunday Sermon of the Professor. Good. Well, we're going to start. Exactly. We're going to start wrapping up. So my recommendation, if you haven't watched Creature from Black Lagoon, don't forget it. What would you do if you did that? Change it to the Sunday Sermon? Preaching. What would you like to be in the crew? What would I like to be? I don't know. It's a scary place. It should be a very scary place. I don't think I'd want to be in there, to be honest with you, in the Crimson Dawn. I mean, when it's over, it's fine. But when it was going on, there's a very scary place. A very scary place indeed. I wouldn't want to be in there at all. Maybe behind Winter or something. Maybe Winter's sidekick. Perfect as Winter. I wouldn't be as good as he's the person you write about that you think that's the ultimate person. Maybe one day. Maybe he's sidekick, so I could rely on him a little bit more. I'd carry his case or something. Yeah, so we've got to, I think it's come up time. I've got to do another Winter's Tale soon as well. So check the membership area for that. Will be coming soon. What have I said? 4 or 5 Winter's Tales. Check that out. And like I say, what are we going to do when Eldritch is finished? The Eldritch saga is finished. Because it's getting close. It's getting close. We are coming up to a finale, but we're getting close. What are we going to do? Where will we go? Where can we? Maybe we'll come up with something absolutely brand new. Something completely different. Something outside the box. Maybe. But I'll think about it when Eldritch has completed his trials. If he completes his trials. Because you know, if you're watching this, if you watch anything on my channel, there's going to be a twist. And you know it. You know it. Before I even do. So keep watching. Keep looking out. Keep looking deep into the shadows. Because these stories are not going to end. They're going to keep coming. Deeper into the shadows. And on this night, my friends, I'm going to say, I'll watch until I see a good end and then I'll stop. Good end. Good end. Nice. Thank you so much, Shelley, Daisy, John. Take care. And have an amazing week next week. I'll be working diligently on this next step trial of Eldritch. And I will see you all same time, same place next week right here. Take care, my friends. See you soon.